Hello, this is Amy Zawi with the Jerusalem Connection Red Alert Report for Wednesday, February 7th. Anti-Semitism in the IRS? Well, in the latest lawsuit news, while not directly related to BDS, that is boycott, divest, and sanction activities against the State of Israel, I came across a very interesting op-ed in the Israel National News just this morning. It's regarding a nonprofit called ZStreet, whose mission was to fairly and accurately educate people regarding Israel and the idea of Zionism. Their application was held up at the IRS for 7 years, from 2009 to 2016. Coincidentally, the same years as the Obama administration. During this time, other organizations that were also claiming nonprofit status for charitable efforts for Gazans and other PA issues were being approved. A minimum of at least 27 were approved during that 7-year period. This nonprofit founder, who was an attorney as well as her spouse, had to bring their case and work their case themselves with a few extra help of pro bono hours from friends in D.C. Lori Lewenthal Marcus is the founder of ZStreet, and she just won this legal battle after 7 years. And a quote from her: "There was a repeated effort during the Obama administration to bar organizations that support Judea and Samaria from being eligible for tax-exempt status. Ironically," she continues on to say, "their particular mission statement is to educate Americans about Middle East and Israel's defense against terror." However, this lawsuit quickly revealed the Obama administration's IRS intent or deliberate actions of anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. I say that because in the initial denials of her request, it was noted that the Israelis and the folks that lived inside these so-called disputed territories were labeled as terrorists, which is pretty ironic because the other 27 organizations were providing aid for folks who lived in what the State Department calls terrorist territories, and that includes the Gaza Strip. So this educational foundation now finally has its tax-exempt status and can move forward with their educational endeavors. This all turned on a dime when the new administration took place. And Ms. Marcus actually made note that that is part of the reason she thinks the lawsuit came to an end. Other lawsuits pending just recently is an Israeli legal rights group suing Justine Sachs and Nadia Abu Sanab of New Zealand. These two women actually took credit for persuading the singer Lorde to cancel her June 2018 concert in Tel Aviv. They openly on Facebook took credit that their letter was what persuaded Lorde to cancel the tour. Now, this legal rights group is suing using an anti-boycotting law passed in 2011 in Israel. And I quote, "This lawsuit is an effort to give real consequences to those who selectively target Israel and seek to impose an unjust and illegal boycott against the Jewish state." This is a quote from Nitzana Darshan-Letner, the legal rights group's lead counsel representing the plaintiff. She continues to say they must be held to compensate Israeli citizens for the moral and emotional injury and the indignity caused by their discriminatory actions. I will keep you posted on how this pans out. I believe we do need to use the legal system to leverage fairness and justice. However, I also believe we can use the powers of prayer, free speech, education, and information to combat BDS efforts. It's also interesting now to see that a dollar amount has been assigned to these damages, and if there would be such a consequence imposed. Basically, before that, the idea of bad publicity and even loss of future work was some of the points that were leveraged against people who showed anti-Semitic or anti-Zionist tendencies towards the State of Israel and Jews at large. Moreover, in Berlin, just a few weeks ago, a Lebanese BDS organization that promotes the boycott of the Jewish state failed to stop performances in Berlin over a weekend by Israeli artist Ariel Ephraim Ashbel. This concert was provided to celebrate the songs of the late Egyptian singer Kulthum. The Lebanese website Boycott Supporters of Israel wrote on their Facebook page, "Diva, celebrating Kulthum is organized by an Israeli, Ariel Ephraim Ashbel. Your collaboration with an Israeli is normalization. Please withdraw from this event." Well, this public statement to the concert goers as well as the community at large was ignored, and the concert went on with great success. Those are my reports for this week. I look forward to seeing you again on Valentine's Day. Shavua Tov.